because it's worn down.
Well, he says, how long have you had this book?
A couple years.
He gives you a very strange look, and he says, do you care where I sign it?
No, not at all.
He signed it. He signs it. And he hands it back to you.
I forget what we were going to ask him. It's been so many days.
Should check the date on the book. It's probably like 2 months old.
He said,
Are you taking the book back?
yes.
I've been holding it there for a while.
I forgot what we were going to
All right. What's your intelligence?
Okay, nine.
All right, roll it, and if you roll nice, I'll remind you. No.
It's decent enough.
It's not. It's a 3 and a 5. That's not a decent enough roll.
I say thank you. Will you be around the reading festival for the rest of the day?
He says. He says, yeah, he does this every year, and he's certainly not going to make an exception this year.
This sounds like a bit of a ridiculous question, but it must have been a coincidence. Just about a week ago, I was researching something, and I came across something called the Adler Man, and your last name is pretty similar, and you do write about some things that have a little bit in common. Do you know anything about this kind of thing?
Cody smiled.
He looks very. Can you do a perception empathy check? See how.
Starts sweating.
He's He's not. He was not ready for this question. It's good. He's a little nervous. Well, you got rid of one success, but you still have another one. Okay. Yeah, he looks very surprised and taken back, and he's kind of stutters for a moment, and he says, "No, never heard of that."
You've never heard of it? Sounds pretty curious. I recommend you look up it.
You know, out of character hint, Michelle. It's you're reasonably sure that he's lying about that he does actually know the Adler Man.
All right. Can I take any sort of
Do you
investigation?
do you have manipulation?
Why don't you say, why are you
Do you
lying?
do you have empathy or intimidation?
Intimidation I have 2. And empathy I have 1. I'd rather
So you
take intimidation.
Yeah, you can try to intimidate him into telling you the truth.
Intimidation and what? Manipulation?
Yeah.
Okay. Manipulation and appearance. Oh, you're sure there's nothing you can...
Okay. Yeah. You lay the heat on this guy, and he looks around nervous, and he says, "All right, follow me." And you follow him behind the gazebo, and you walk the entire length of the gazebo, come back to where you are, and the park is empty. There's no sound, and the water is not moving.
What's going on?
He says, I frozen time so I could talk to you.
There's actually a time sphere.
There is a time sphere, and he's very good at it. He tells you, yes, I'm aware of the Adler Man. The Adler Man he's a powerful forest spirit that lives in this area. My family has lived in this area for generations, and it's been our solemn duty to keep the Adler Man in check.
Do you think the Adler Man had descended from your ancestors?
I had not considered the ramifications of why.
Well, why do you call him the Adler Man then?
He's called that because that is what he's called. Those questions don't matter in the quest for ascension, Wolf.
Alright. What else can you tell me? He called me Wolf, so now I'm just... What else can you tell me?
He can tell you that every year he comes back and do this reading festival because there's a great source of power nearby. A node, he calls it, but you know it to be the Cairn that the werewolves were guarding.
Where is it?
He says it's just 3 kilometers north of here.
Interesting.
There's an underwater spring that serves as the purest form.
And is that all you can tell me?
That's all I think that you would want to hear.
Well, I think I should know every fact.
I don't know. What I mean to say is that that's all my information on this topic.
Well, is there any way of consulting this entity that is the Adlerman?
I can't imagine why you would want to.
Well, a few,
You Guru know better than I how to traverse the spirit umbra. It would certainly be more. That would certainly be my first step to finding him.
Well, what would happen if this Adlerman wasn't kept in check, like you've been doing? Your ancestors?
Again, not something I completely know.
Alright, do you feel chained to this town, to this area? because of it?
There is. I can't expect a wolf like you to understand, but the reality that you experience is not reality for me. I could remain chained in one place forever and still be aware of everything at once.
Alright.
Location is just a state of being.
Do you have any other clues I can go about? Do you have anything?
Let's see how helpful he wants to be. Alright. He tells you that one of the artifacts that his family has used to keep the Adlerman in check is called the Staff of the Thunderhawk. Which you read a poem about it when you were first researching him.
What do you know about this?
He tells you that his family used it for a long time. They lost it recently. He says your kind stole it from us, so maybe it's fate that your kind uses it to put him back.
Alright. Now, I asked him about the vacant house that I have received the deed to.
Knows nothing about this house.
Okay.
Old
Well,
house.
is there some sort of landmark where your family used to stay around here? Like, is it...
Oh. Yeah, he tells you his family has a manor. It's just between... It's like closer to... It's on the Oshawa side of Port Perry. It's just outside of Port Perry.
Alright, is it... Does any of his family reside in it? Is it empty, abandoned?
He tells you that when he left, he left that house when his father died, and he has not been back.
Right. Well, would he mind so terribly giving me the address so I can perhaps look into this?
He does so, and then he tells you that it's a lot of effort maintaining the spell, and he says he's going to release it.
Alright.
The two of you walk the other way around the gazebo, and time goes on again.
Alright, I thank him, and I say, is there any way that I can contact you?
He says no, and I like it that way.
Alright then, I thank him and leave.
Excellent.
Do I notice a disturbance in the force?
Dang!
Excellent. Do you have any time sphere?
I don't.
No.
No.
You were completely frozen by the time spell as well.
Do I see Michelle?
We're gonna jump to Caleb because he got here and he hasn't
yeah.
played anything yet. So yeah, you got here early afternoon, just before 1 about. You left your friend because he had to go to work, and you ran back to Port Perry, and now there's a reading festival going on.
Okay, then I guess I go there.
Yeah. Where do you want to go specifically? Do you want to?
The reading festival.
Yeah, but it's like a whole street festival.
Thank you.
Well, then I'm gonna go there and just look around.
I just look around. Are you looking for anything? Like, are you looking for something specific? Are you looking for her? Are you looking? Oh, just
Large
suspiciously.
men in leather?
Yeah. Okay. You get off the bus and you see, I guess, or I don't know, Like, what? Why don't you make a roll and see if you find anything suspicious?
Well, what am I going to use?
Perception plus alertness. Why don't we just see that? We'll start with that.
2. Where's alert?
I still think that matter check was awesome. Like, it's 42% alcohol.
Yeah. You knew exactly how what.
That's
There's
really
no
useful.
alertness.
Awareness, whatever.
Oh, alertness. No, okay, just 2.
All right, we'll see if you notice anything.
5.
Okay, you wander around and you see Michelle across the way in the park.
But isn't shit still frozen? I don't want.
No. This is
You're
after
moving.
you were frozen as well, and now that you had time.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna head over to Michelle.
Okay, there you go. Michelle Kayla walks up to you.
Oh, it's you, guy with the tortoise.
Well, it's gone now, assholes.
Well, if you've missed an awful lot, you haven't been contributing at all to what we've been looking for.
I've been doing my own thing. I'd rather earn the trust of the entire town before I actually solve this mystery.
Oh, really? So you're just going around making friends?
Yes.
Have you found anything to contribute to our investigation? Have you perhaps made friends with the missing werewolves? Or maybe even the Adler Man?
That shit
What
don't matter to
exactly
me.
have you been doing?
That sure don't matter to me. She's busting your balls.
I don't care.
Your balls have been busted already. It's not even a process. Like they're gone.
Dane,
Well, technically, Joel's
where are
balls
you
were
wandering
busted.
around?
Do I see Michelle?
Do you want to see Michelle?
Yes.
You see
I
her.
don't.
Does anything
I
seem
don't
off?
want to see Michelle.
No.
Nothing at all? Doesn't show
You
anything?
you were not aware of that spell being cast. It worked on you.
No, but I'm looking for facial expression, body language.
Oh, she
I'm
looks
coughing.
she looks a little annoyed.
Well,
Okay.
annoyed.
Does he walk over?
I'm going to walk over.
I say,
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
leave. I'm gonna
Even
leave.
he has
I'm
contributed
leaving.
more than
You're leaving?
you're leaving.
I say
Okay.
wait.
Nope.
No. You want to try to convince him?
I'm going to convince him. Manipulation and
You have intimidation.
yes.
Do it.
5.
What's your willpower?
My willpower?
No, his. At the bottom. At the bottom.
Very bottom. 4.
Yeah,
9, 8, 8, and 1.
So how many?
You're
Your one
tied.
removes a success.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dane says you yell and he kind of stops and looks back. Say one thing.
I'd like to meet you.
No thanks.
Okay.
You've already met me. Oh wait, no.
You don't know this guy.
That's true.
This is
Oh,
a new guy.
does he know
he's-
anything useful?
He's not a werewolf.
You're
But
not a
he's-
werewolf?
He's not a
You'll
werewolf.
find out.
Mage?
He's you don't know what he is. He seems to not be human, but he's not a werewolf. And he definitely it seems like Michelle or Ray knows him.
Find what? What do you want?
I extend my hand. Hello, I'm Steven.
Yes, I am Legion.
I'm Legion, so we are many.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand. They said your name was Legion. It seems to me that you know Ray. I just recently met her.
Vaguely know this man.
Vaguely know
Not
this.
him.
Him?
Yeah.
They hurt my feelings.
It seems like you've heard hers.
I haven't.
He has been called to work on an important investigation alongside a couple other werewolves, and he has contributed nothing to the cause, and I feel as if
Well,
he is nothing.
I am also on an investigation.
Yeah.
For what?
I am looking for a magical entity.
I pull him aside. I don't want him hearing this. I say,
Can I listen in?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Hold on.
to roll.
Come make this secret thing. Just roll behind my book, so they don't know
Okay.
if you're hearing them.
Yeah, okay.
Perception.
I love that.
Alertness.
Perception,
I really like
2, and alertness, yeah, 0. Okay.
Standard difficulty. Okay.
Can I
So
actually
we're gonna.
hold on?
You're
I
not. You're
can't-
not gonna know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
stealth
He
and
failed. He's not gonna hear you.
Okay, because I was going to say, can we roll to see, to figure out? All right.
Oh, it's okay.
What?
So,
Magic.
To me it is called
How
a
long was it
node.
here
To
for?
you it is called a Karen.
Oh, the gnosis.
Like,
since 12:30.
You're just told about
I've
that.
been here for
Yes,
so long.
Do you know where it is?
An
All
underground
the-
spring.
Well, my
2
phone,
miles
it's
north.
I turned it off. It's
Miles
it's
north.
going haywire.
Who
Like it
told
called you like 8 times.
Who told
Oh,
you
really?
this?
Yeah, it's just like just doing whatever it wants. So I had to turn
He's
it
an
off.
age.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would assume so.
So I
You
took the
would know
chance
this.
to come here. I quickly asked the question. But
I
it was
propose
just
I come
going
with you,
haywire,
just
so I never checked
I-
the answer if you're actually at your dad's or not.
What is it? What is your mission?
My mission, a couple
I just
of
figured you were-
important werewolves went missing the other day, and it is somehow connected to
I'm
the
excited
Adler
for the
Man. That
resolution
is
of
why
your
I was
story,
talking
too.
to William Adler.
Resolutions is coming to an end.
Eventually it'll have to.
Yeah.
Associated with their disappearances
Not
is
Yeah.
some sort of staff
Because Joel needs
called
to be
the
here.
Thunderhawk.
Yeah, it's true.
So in order to control the Adler Man,
Something happened to Joel.
and find our
Oh, it was
friends,
his girlfriend.
No, I mean
just
something happened to his
go find
character.
that.
Oh.
And it is
Oh.
a mage item, so I expect that going
What do you got planned for
connected with mages might help.
I need to do a roll. Can I roll intelligence and academics to see if I know about staff of the Thunderhawk?
Yeah, go for it.
I need 3 more die. Will this will determine how much I know about it?
Yeah.
too?
Difficulty 8.
8? Okay. Well, I have 8 die.
Uh-huh.
1. Oh, and it cancels out. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, you. It sounds vaguely familiar. It's a real thing, but you don't really know. It's a real thing.
Well, she just mentioned the name, so.
It's
I
fine.
don't really know about it.
You don't.
If I found like a text with it in it, would I be able to have an easier difficulty roll?
If you found a text, you would just read it and see what it said about it. Anyways, are you gonna include him in the conversation now?
Well,
No.
Dane and I.
It seemed.
Okay. Well then,
he's-
do you want to leave? Because
Does he seem offended?
they're shunning you. Do you want to just leave him?
Yeah.
Does he seem,
He's
does he seem
leaving.
offended?
He's
Are you
gone.
offended?
He left while you were having the conversation. Where are you going?
Is the health store anywhere near? Or have I visited?
You have not been to the health store
Yeah.
yet.
And it's a Sunday, isn't it?
It's it might be closed because of the reading festival. But we'll see. You get there and there's a bored-looking teenage girl working there. She's reading a magazine. She does not look very.
Can I like go into the other realm and
The Umbra.
like the Umbra?
You have to find a reflective surface.
Well,
Oh
it's
wow,
a
you
store,
are just,
so I just go up to
The mirror.
you are just poor.
Okay. What's your gnosis?
I was a wolf before I was a
2.
human.
Oh, okay.
All right, roll your gnosis.
Yeah.
Is that what all rolls are?
No, I'm a lupus werewolf, so that means
No.
during
Well,
wolf
You
puberty,
fail,
yeah.
so you just kind of you're pushing on the mirror. And, hey, can you not lean on that?
Well, a werewolf.
Sorry.
Yeah.
See, I was a human and then I turned into a mage.
Yeah, so I don't have
Um,
things like a health card
Yeah, I don't know where. Was it Luke?
or. I was borrowing a
So
car from
thanks,
someone.
Luke.
But I
Yeah, he's not there.
Yeah, I know. But
I
was like,
almost
I don't
had
know
a
where
car.
he works. So.
No, you
I was
don't know
this
where he
close
works.
to having a car,
Then what happened?
and then I rolled bad. Cody just told me to roll 1 die.
Yeah,
if I
basically.
if I had a success on basic, was it basic difficulty?
Yeah, it's
If I rolled over a 6, I would have had a car.
but he didn't. So okay, so Caleb left and he did something. What are you guys doing in this?
Alright, well, we've decided to go look for.
The note,
Yeah.
because she knows where it is.
Yeah, okay, very exciting. You're going 3 kilometers north.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're just gonna start walking there?
Yes.
Yep. It's only 3 kilometers.
All right,
Getting out of
kick
here.
ass.
Is there roads up that way?
There's paths. There's no road. There's roads for a bit.
Do I
but-
have a bike?
No, you didn't bring it. You rode the bus here. You did not bring
Can
it.
I roll
No.
for a bike for later?
Okay, difficulty 7. You do not have a bike.
I don't have a bike. I'm really poor.
You are poor.
Can I like flirt with the teenage girl and everything, and try to see if she knows anything?
You're old.
That's
That's gonna be creepy.
He's in like his 20s.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How
You
old's
can
the
do it.
teenage girl?
Do
What's a
appearance
teenage girl?
plus
John, you're
etiquette.
16.
Etiquette?
What
Really?
am I? I don't even know how.
What do you want?
And for that
Yeah,
matter,
but
is
this
he
is
a
you're
human
flirting.
gay?
You're making an appearance check.
Okay. Well,
I don't think he's got 3. He's as
You
attractive
don't
as
have
both
performance.
of us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good prime. You know you could do prime.
He's got really high
That's like-
charisma.
Like,
Yeah,
and you
4
can like try
charisma.
to
I know. Be
Like-
be alpha.
be alpha her into one.
So
Alpha?
yeah,
Do you want that?
free.
The bee the moose.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Alright, roll it up. Standard difficulty.
9, 7, 2, 0.
Okay.
Cancel it.
So, yeah, you kind of like walk by and kind of like stretch a little bit, and then she's like looking up and smiling at you.
I'm gonna flirt with a child.
She's not a child. She's like 18.
Teenager.
Whatever.
18?
Well,
She's legal? She's
whatever.
legal.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're
She's
not
legal.
supposed. You're not supposed to flirt with the NPCs anyways. But whatever.
The entity.
This is the NPCs.
Oh,
It's like Abed.
I like your
Okay.
Breaking
scribbles.
character.
I like your scribbles a lot, Michelle.
So I ask her, hey,
Facebook,
what's up?
Facebook. This was.
She says, "Just really bored."
Yeah, who owns this place?
She says some couple moved in a few months ago.
Is there anything weird about them at all?
Oh my god.
It's just that they always hang out together, I guess.
Do you know when they'll next be in?
I don't know. I only work here part time.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Oh, he's getting into it.
Cody Gardner, such
getting a
an
little-
18-year-old girl.
It's getting a little bit more real.
God, thank you.
Remember when Joel rolled for wearing a bra?
No, I don't remember that.
To see, it was.
To see the fit.
I'm sorry, the diner was better.
The diner
You
was
never
so
beat the
good.
diner.
I heard
that
about
was
the
at the
diner.
diner.
Oh my
That
God.
was
Yeah,
at
he
the
killed
diner.
her. He killed that waitress.
You go and hunt her down.
He just went back and snapped her neck.
Did he actually?
He did. He went back.
Yep.
He went back and did that.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Okay, but like,
He didn't want her to know, to be alive. It's really messed up. Yeah. Okay. So she basically starts dropping major hints that she, the store's empty.
yep.
She thinks.
I accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do
Stamina.
stamina
Are you banging this girl?
plus.
Oh my god, he is.
Let's do your primal urge again.
No,
Okay.
come on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stamina and primal urges?
Stamina,
Yeah.
and then 3 more.
Wow.
You just took most of my time.
Standard difficulty.
Okay, will these two cancel it?
No, that 2 is not it. You have a 1 taking
Okay.
away 1 of success, but you have 1, 2, 3 successes. So
Great success.
yeah, it's she seems to be really into it, and let me hold on. Let me just. Okay, and no one really comes by the shop or anything.
Well,
Save
I can
the
watch
manager.
anyway.
I bet you would. Yeah, that's good. It goes for she keeps you busy for a few hours,
Impressive.
3 hours.
A few hours.
basically.
Whoa.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, this is just basically so I can jump to these guys and the quest through the forest. But yeah, she wanted it, and she did any sexual fantasy you had. She did for you right there.
Nice.
Okay.
Have a nice back.
Proud of you.
Basically, okay. So you're wandering through the forest. It's starting to get dark now. Because it's about 6 o'clock, so the sun is setting, and you're just sort of wandering through the forest together. So you can have a chance to chat before anything interesting happens to each other.
So, what got you into your own quest?
Well,
Charlie,
we
you
were
can just say.
asked by a fellow named Tony. There's not that much to it. I felt
Tony?
obligated to help.
Roman?
Yeah.
Sounds like some of the Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto exists in World of Darkness, and as a mage who grew up in Onshore, you probably could know that Grand Theft Auto exists.
No,
Well,
but
I
I've
don't, because I'm
I've
lupus.
Yeah, you don't. That means nothing to her.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I go, Nico, my cousin.
Go, my cousin. God, I'm sick of that joke.
I say sorry. It's from a video game.
Oh, right. I've never delved into that.
Abruptly, you come upon a fence.
Hey, look, a fence.
It's it's like a metal barrier fence that's got wire at the top.
Wire at the top?
Yep.
I asked her to please look away.
I look away.
I'm going to roll matter to break the barbed wire.
Okay.
Hold on. I asked him why. Why would I look away?
Karma.
That's a good explanation, Karma. Do you look away?
Do you look away?
I look away annoyed.
Okay.
Okay. You won't be annoyed soon.
That's a 10. So yeah, you spin your ring a little bit, then you reach over and grab the bars and kind of just bend them into a hole big enough for you both to get through.
I say to the
Roll for
ranger,
the electric fence.
There's no electric fence.
Okay. Anyways,
I ask her. You can. I say she can turn around now.
I look at the fence.
Now,
Why did I
now
have to? Now, why did I? Have
you
to
see
turn
that it's like that now.
Why did I have to turn around?
Karma. Sorry. It's complicated.
It's a mage thing.
It's a mage.
Although
There is a mage.
out of character, she very easily could have turned into like wolf form and broke it down.
Well,
Exactly. I didn't know if it was electric.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't.
But
You're
he
fine.
didn't. Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a hole in the fence now. Good job.
well, I also have forces, so when they're affected too much.
Oh.
So walk through the fence.
Walking through the fence.
Okay.
Walk.
I'm going. While I'm gonna ask her to keep walking for a minute. I'm going to bend the bars back.
Do you do that?
Yeah, sure. I don't walk too far.
You can't get them back. And the opposite way of your quintessentence, mark down 1 square. That's like on the other side of that little dot. Like, yeah, just put one down where there's paradox.
Oh, so paradox matches.
Yeah,
with
you
the
should
sentence,
fill it
I
in
think.
differently. Like, put an X instead of just filling it in, so you know it's paradox and not quint.
Okay, so if my paradox becomes the same as my quint, then I die.
You can't. You just can't get quint.
Okay.
Anyways, you have a little bit of paradox now. That's fine.
Okay,
So
that's good.
no, you didn't manage to bend the bars back, but
Okay.
she's getting a little far ahead. So
I jog back.
Okay. So you're wandering through the forest a little bit longer. Not really a little bit longer. Basically like 10 seconds because you just passed through that fence. The forest clears up and you see what looks like sort of a cement bunker. It has a some sort of antenna thing coming out and another metal fence around it.
Metal fence around it.
Yeah, it's basically this. There's a gate that they could get through.
Are there people around?
No,
None. It's just abandoned.
there's no people around.
All right. Can we just go through the fence, or do we have to?
Do you want to try to? You can't open the gate.
I can open the gate.
You can't.
Do you want to handle the fence this time?
Can I open the gate?
Like not normally. You'd have to like break it open or something.
Yeah. Do I have to transform them?
Yep. You can roll or you can spin a gnosis or something if you want.
No, I'm rolling.
All right, sweet.
We have time.
Stamina primal urge.
Okay, 2 and 4. Can you pass me one more? Okay.
Hard pass.
Yeah. You insta transform into whatever form you were going for.
I may as well just transform into Glabro.
Okay. What is your strength become in Galabra?
It becomes +2.
So in total you have.
Strength I have 4 now.
Okay. So are you gonna try to break
Yeah.
open the gate? Roll 4 dice. You tear the gate right out of the hinge.
Alright, can I transform back?
Yeah.
Doesn't change. How many do I have to roll to transform?
Same thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Botch.
Can
So,
I fit inside the
You
place?
basically you botched no, because something bad has to happen to you now. So you rip off the door, and suddenly there's a rush of adrenaline, and you howl, and you dart right into the bunker.
Oops.
I am going to follow at a respective range.
It's very dark. There's no lights on inside. The bunker is right now a tunnel that leads inward, and there is no lights.
Can I roll forces for fire in my hand? Oh wait, she'll see it.
Yeah, you could, but you could sort of summon a little thing of fire to hold in your hand.
But that would be paradox.
That would be paradox.
Why is it paradox?
As you see it.
It's a mage thing. It's a mage thing, Michelle. You don't
You're not
understand.
allowed to
They
see
can,
it.
like, yeah. So no one can see that when they're casting their spells or using their spells.
It's a mage thing. It's a mage thing. How do you want to do this, Dane?
Huh. Oh, you said I can use electricity, right? Like lightning?
Yeah,
May I
conceivably.
power this?
What?
May I power the place?
There's no lights on the walls.
No lights at all.
Yeah. There's no light bulbs. It's cement.
Completely
It's
black.
just a
Like even
tunnel.
with the door open, I can't
Kind of
see
suspicious
much.
given it's a man.
You can
thing.
see farther down, but there's no lights on the walls.
There's nothing along the walls I could light, like a torch or something.
Not. You could use matter and try to sense if there was anything,
Okay.
but it doesn't look like there's. Yeah, go ahead.
Pass.
Okay. Yeah, there are no torches. There's
Torches, nothing
nothing that you could
No lamp.
light. No.
Flashlight,
There's a
maybe?
there is something. The walls they change. They're not the consistently cement throughout the whole thing. But there's nothing within your range that you know you could light.
No flashlight, no. Nothing.
Nothing.
But with sensing matter, do I now know the area?
Yeah, you know it very well.
I know very well.
Very well.
Alright.
You could.
Is there some sort of passageway to go deeper?
It's not a very complicated maze. It basically goes down for a while and then branches off into three kind of chambers.
Alright, is she already running into the chambers?
Can I
She's-
transform back?
You're gonna have to make a willpower check in a bit. She's running. She's a chunk of the way there.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the chamber. Like, start going down those three
Okay,
passageways.
you can't see
Michelle, if I'm
anything.
mad.
Well, you'd say that I know the area fairly well.
Okay, yeah. So you're just like matter sensing everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sweet. Michelle, do you want to make a willpower check?
I very much would say.
And I know where she is, right?
Yeah.
Has Michelle gone crazy?
She just.
She got a rush of adrenaline
Where
and
the
started
heck is my
running.
willpower?
It's way at the bottom.
We should bump into
Well,
someone.
I have 4, but there's also squares. I forget what the squares do.
You could spend one of those.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, so you calm down, and now you're standing in Chronos form.
I'm not in Chronos form.
Yeah, you changed into it when you got the
No?
rush of adrenaline.
Oh, okay. You could have said
I
that.
thought I did.
No.
No, you see, you got a rush of adrenaline.
Well, it was a story point. You're in Chronos form.
Alright, get out of it.
All right, want to roll?
Yeah.
All right, I think you still make it back to human form if that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Alright. I yell, Ray!
I go, hey!
You're very clever. Come here.
I can't find you.
Yeah.
Did you
it's
follow
pitch-
my voice?
You can see.
In real life, I have terrible depth perception.
Mm-hmm.
If he called me, I'd be like,
Yeah, it's really dark for you too, Michelle.
It doesn't because of
She can't see.
Does she have like
No,
better vision at that?
no. She's completely human when she's in human form.
Okay.
So it's dark. But you can follow his voice back, and the two of you eventually meet up.
alright.
Alright.
We're met.
So you are quite blind, aren't you?
A little.
Well, I know where we are. Take my arm.
Alright, I take his arm.
Okay. I'm gonna begin walking down the passage.
Oh, damn.
She can't fucking see.
Yeah, you could have just made a torch. You could have just lit a stick on fire.
But
and
it
walked.
You
was
said
a
there was nothing to
paradox!
light.
I said there's nothing to light like in the thing. Like no, you could have broken a stick off a tree and.
We're not. We would have to go back out.
I know, but he could have done that before he came in to get you.
Well, I didn't know it was dark.
I told
Oh,
you.
yeah, you told me.
I like so many
But
times. I
now
told
I'm
you
matter
this.
sensing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty neat. Go ahead.
Okay, continuing down. What are in the passage? What are in the three passages?
In 3 chambers. Okay. One has a big pool of water in it.
Swim.
One seems to have a large amount of metal,
Okay.
and the last one has a lot of stone.
I told you it was a spring.
Yes, but I want to search the other rooms first, just in case something happens when we take the node.
Okay, very exciting.
Let's go into the room with the metal.
Well, I'd rather not get killed when
I'm going to tell Ray that we're going into a room that is filled with a lot of metal.
I refuse to go in until you investigate and tell me.
You are in pitch black. You don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
I don't want to.
she can stop and like say, "All right, you go ahead. I'm just gonna stay here by this wall."
Yeah.
Alright, I say, alright, I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah, but walking
So
around
you
to-
come into the room, and now you can tell that the metal are large cylinders.
Large cylinders?
Yes.
What kind of metal?
What's in the cylinders?
It is some type of radioactive byproduct.
Anything else in the room?
There's some type of like metal safety mesh kind of thing along the walls, almost. But other than that, it is just the byproduct in the cylinders.
Is there a release around here? I'm not going to
A release?
like that would release the byproduct.
No.
No.
It's
Does it seem like in the cylinders are they completely enclosed? There's no way to open them.
Most of them are. Some of them, the lid looks a little bit rusted and worn out. You might be able to break it open.
I don't want to break it open. It's radioactive byproduct.
Good decision.
But I'm just looking for traps.
There's no traps in this room.
No traps? Okay. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to tell Ray what the radioactive byproduct.
What he just heard, yeah.
So now you know that. I said now I'm going into the next room. It's full of stone. I'll be back. What's in that
I
room?
can come with you.
You want to come with me?
Sure.
Come along. Take my arm.
Okay. There's a circle of stones. Yeah, and the room seems to be like it was excavated. All the dirt was sort of removed, and it was left as just a natural like cavern.
What are the stones shaped as? Just
What
a
is it?
circle?
They're shaped in a circle. There are various different. They all appear to be roughly the same size, but some of them are a little bit taller or wider. They vary a little bit, but they all kind
Oh,
of.
they're all scattered around the room, just in different circles.
No, they're in one big circle.
Oh,
And they're kind of different, but they're all roughly the same. They all take up roughly the same amount of space.
so it's one big circle.
Yes.
And there's smaller circles.
There's one big circle of stones.
Okay. And all the stones are roughly the same size.
They take up the same amount of space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're evenly spaced out for a reason.
Yes.
Anything else? Just cavern, circle of stones.
Well, you can't really see. You're just matter sensing, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like
That's what you
kind
can
of-
sense,
It's like a
basically.
little bit better than seeing.
That's okay. Well, that's what you sense.
Okay. Now I tell Ray.
You're
Okay.
really bored.
Nothing too important here. There is a circle. I'm gonna relay everything I just.
Okay, yeah. There you go, Michelle. You know all those things.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna say, okay, we're going to the spring.
All right.
Okay, as you enter, both of you are violently aware that this is the source of Quint or Gnosis, respectively.
And
This
do
is
I know where the node is. Itself?
What do you do with this? What do you do with the noses?
I retrieve it.
For what?
For the mages.
Wasted.
It was my quest.
As a werewolf, you understand this is a Karen, and it is your sacred duty to Gaia to protect these from people. And while he certainly won't be using it for as malicious intentions as werewolves or death mages would be, it's still disrespectful for Gaia when mages harness her life energy for magic.
So you're just going to take it like this?
I suppose so. That's the mission I've been given.
I'm not completely sure if you should do that. I feel that I shouldn't let you.
Both of you make perception checks.
Okay, perception.
I have 4.
I have 2.
Snap.
2.
I got 8.
Oh, you got 2.
So how many successes did either of you get?
I got 2. She got 2.
Okay. You notice the water starts to bubble.
Bubble.
Yeah.
Do I know?
There's a little bit of steam coming off it.
just pissing.
She can't see.
She can't see. You hear the bubbling, and
I hear something and I step back from it.
okay.
I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to continue investigating.
Okay. The structure of the roof seems to start shifting,
Shifting
like it's being altered
it's.
in a magical way.
Do I know where the note is?
The note is this place, this pool, this like it's dripping with quint.
I just have to inform. My quest is to inform.
Yeah, your quest was basically to scout it out to see if the mages could take this.
Can I also roll?
And now you're
force to-
here.
Can I also roll force to sense the force? Sense like forces in the room, like the water. What's happening with the water? Or does that also matter?
You have both matter and forces, so if you want to magically try to figure out what's going on. Okay, basically I'm gonna the roof kind of collapses a little bit and traps you in. And
I can do this.
when suddenly there's a sphere of light that emits from the center of the water.
Am I able to go get it?
Well, it's in the middle of the water, so you have to kind of wade out for a bit, and you don't know how deep it is.
Can I use?
Oh, yeah, okay,
forces
you
to
can
try to roll
magic.
towards me,
Oh,
or push the water away from me.
you could maybe...
Moses.
Yeah, you can, actually. Do you want to do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Roll 2 dice. The difficulty for this is 9. You're doing a huge magical feat in front of a witness.
Oh, she can see.
She can see. This is
Yeah, there's light.
this is vulgar magic.
I'm going.
He's using his middle fingers to conjure it.
Can I
Well,
ask
I'll drop the difficulty down to 8 because you have a ring as a focus.
Can I ask Ray to?
You can also you
Hell
know.
no.
You won't leave
We're
me?
trapped.
trapped in.
We're trapped.
Yeah, she's trapped
and
now.
I'm not looking away.
You can when you roll. You should roll, see what you get, because you might succeed. I've dropped it down to 8. But you can spend quintessence points to lower the difficulty, and you can spend willpower to garner automatic successes.
Is it?
You'll be
is it
rolling
permanent burning of quintessence.
Yeah, but you're at a node, so this is a great place to draw quints.
All right, I'm gonna drop the difficulty to 7.
All right, we'll see. Roll and see if you have to. 5. So
Do I-
the difficulty is 8, so you could spend 7, 6, 5, 3 quint and succeed, or you can spend a willpower.
Can I spend?
You can spend a willpower and basically get to retry.
I'm going to retry.
All right, erase that willpower and mark down a paradox because you failed the spell. All right, roll it up, buddy.
Come on.
9. All right. This time, there's a moment where they collapse back on you, but then you're strong and then you push the waves aside. Mark down 3 paradox. And
I'm 1 away from
how much paradox do you have now?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens. Can't cast spells forever. Oh goodness, that's not a good roll for you. Okay, so you start pushing the walls and you move toward this sphere. And
the water
as
above
you
my
do, the water is well above your head. And as you do, your feet sort of they sink into the mud, and your concentration breaks, and the water starts rushing down, and now you're underwater.
Can I?
You're underwater, Michelle. You just saw that.
Can I roll 4?
You're gonna try to break. You can try to break yourself out or like magic yourself away.
Will that be strength? I'm not gonna roll strength.
No. I mean, you could just try to matter spell like, oh, now I'm free with your magic. But I'm gonna let Michelle try to respond and save you first.
If she wants.
Yeah, the water's